Welcome, Rodri. Is it your first time in Manchester?
Yes, yes.
What do you think of the city?
Well, I arrived here yesterday. I take the car, into the hotel, and I saw a bit the city. It was a good weather. It's strange here, but yeah, I like the city because it has like many restaurants, many shops, and I like the activity of a city. So I'm happy being here.
And how does it feel to be a City player now?
Well, for me, I always say it's a dream taking this step. I saw Guardiola, I saw Barca team when I was 8 years, and for me, looking at players like Silva, Mr. Pep, when I was 10 years, playing now with these guys, is a dream for me, and coming here to Manchester is a great step for me. So I'm really happy and very excited to start. And yeah, I want to grow here. I want to be many years. I want to be a better footballer, of course.
You were the footballer who recovered most balls in La Liga last season, and at the same time, you are the sixth player with higher percentage of passes in the league. Does those stats sum up who you are as a player?
Yeah, a bit. I think I play in defensive position, but I like being offensive. But I think in my position, the greatest players in the world are the guys that knows when to attack and when to defend. I think is a very important side, and getting good passes to my partner, effective. It's the way that describes me. So yeah.
You started playing for your hometown club, Rayo Majadahonda. What do you remember from those years? Were you playing in the same position as you do now?
Yeah. I always think that my position was midfield. When you're young, you change a lot of positions, but I always play in midfield. When I was young, I score more goals than now. I'm terrible now. But yeah, I play a little bit more offensive, like number 8 or 10. Now, because my conditions, football puts you in the way you are. So I think it's the best position I can fit, number 6 position. So yeah, I play in another part of the pitch, but my side is that one.
Was there any footballer in particular that you were looking up to? Any idol from your childhood?
Yeah, I never saw Guardiola play. I was in the same time of Busquets, of Xabi Alonso, of I don't know, Zidane, for example, Xavi, Iniesta, all those players. I learned a lot when I was a kid, and now when you grow and you start working with different coaches, you start learning about all of them. And yeah, it's the way I am right now. As I said, midfield position, defensive, with good technique. And yeah, I think I arrive in the best team I can fit.
And after playing for your hometown club, you played for Atletico Madrid, and then you went to Villarreal. What did you learn?
Well, lots of things. I was just a kid when I went out of my home. I was 16, 17 years. It wasn't easy for me, but now I arrive here. You look to the past. You see how much you work to be this day here. That's why I tell you this is a dream for me. I work a lot. I suffer many times because many times you're alone. You have your family, but they're not always. When you have problems, they try. But unfortunately, it's not like that, and I'm really happy, proud of me, of course, of my environment, my mentality, and yeah, I'm really happy being here. And yeah, I've been 5 years in Villarreal, and then I arrived to Atletico. It was my back. It was my dream in that moment, playing that team, because I was little when I was in the academy. and of course this is another step. Is another world.
So being away since you were a kid from home, does it gonna help you settle down here in Manchester?
Yes. I think I consider myself very mature because I went out of home very young, and that makes me be strong mentality, care about my own, and yeah, I think I'm not gonna have problems here. Of course, I'm gonna try to relation with my partners all the way I can, and well, I see a lot of people, a lot of Spanish guys here, so it makes me feel like it's a family, it's my home.
While at Villarreal you were studying at university, what were you studying and how did you cope with studying at university and becoming a footballer?
I started at 18 because I thought that studies was my first option, of course, when I wasn't professional. It was my first way of of working. And then once you get you start growing, you start taking professional steps. Well, I want to finish my career because I think it's very good for me. It makes me my mind, clean of this world. Is a bit stressed sometimes, and for me it's very good. I live in a how do you say, residence of students, and that makes me grow a lot in the way of live with guys that are in another world than you, and that helps me a lot. But I still studying because I didn't finish, and I have like 8 signatures already, and I want to finish.
And how was it to come back at Atletico last season?
Well, it was very special for me because it was the team I was lots of years, and of course it's not easy going out when you don't want, and coming back it was great for me, but it has been a great year for me. I think I grow a lot from Villarreal. Many other aspects of football I didn't have, and I think that makes me more complete nowadays. So I think it has been a great opportunity for me.
When you first joined Atletico, that same year, Sergio Aguero joined Atletico as well, the first team. Is it gonna be any special for you playing alongside him now?
I remember Sergio Aguero when I was a kid, and he was the star of the team. I went to the stadium many times and saw his goals. I think for me he has been the greatest striker in this decade, in these 10 years, for me. And for me it's like, it's a dream playing with these players, because as I said, I saw them when I was a kid, and now I have the chance to play with them. So for me it's great.
Have you spoken to Guardiola?
Yeah. He called me yesterday. He's very happy. I'm really happy to work with him. He's I think he has a lot of talent in that way, communicating, and I'm excited to start working with him.
And you're still very young. Is there any player you think you might get to learn a lot from here at City?
Yeah, I think this is top level of football, so I can learn about all my partners, because they have played lots of competitions, they win lots of things. So of course I'm gonna learn a lot about midfields, about defenders, all of them. And yeah, I'm excited to start and to play with them, because I think it's easier when you're around of good players. It's easier.